Let's start with the latest cover of Time. And James, it's another example of the US media acting as the Democrats' propaganda arm.
Oh, yeah. I mean, would you look at this badass Joe Biden they've got there? He's got the aviator sunglasses. He's ready to face down Vladimir Putin. You know, he's going to shirt front him or do whatever it is that he's going to do. But then let's have a look at some of the other Time magazine covers that we've had in the past when there was not a president that they were such a big fan of. Oh, well, there's Donald Trump morphing into Vladimir Putin. I think that's what they're trying to do there and suggest that they're one and the same. Oh, this is one of my favorites here. This was the White House turning into the Basilica in Red Square. And there's another one here, I think, oh yeah, and the Welcome to America, which is, of course, Donald Trump doing his Kamala Harris impersonation and telling this young person from Central America not to come to the U.S. Now, the hilarious thing about all of these covers, especially the ones about Russia, is this. The whole Russia conspiracy theory, the whole idea that Donald Trump was some agent of influence of Moscow, that this Steele dossier purported to have all of this information about him, that was all a lie. All of that turned out to be completely discredited. And yet Time magazine ran with that, and as far as I know, they continue to believe and pump that out there, where you look at actually how Joe Biden is behaving when it comes to Russia, and he's just lifted sanctions on those who are doing business over the Nord Stream 2 pipeline, which is going to give Russia a huge amount of influence over how Germany, and in fact much of Europe, gets its energy. So you actually have Biden, who's acting much more like somebody who'd be doing things, you know, in favor of Vladimir Putin than Donald Trump ever was.
And of course, and also with that detention centre issue with the little child and Donald Trump saying, welcome to America. Well, the detention centres are right now overflowing under Biden because he's lost control of the southern border. So that issue is far more grim under Biden than it ever was under Trump. And again, that's not reflected in the mainstream media over there. Now, Caleb, Kamala Harris has copped some criticism, though, for she's been called narcissist for handing out cookies in her own likeness to the media. Tell us about this.
We talk about going from one extreme to the other. Bloody Biden, who you could push over with a feather duster, being depicted as some kind of tough man on the front page of the Times and Time magazine. Sorry, and here's Kamala Harris handing out cookies with her face on them to reporters. This is just bizarre behaviour. Now, I mean, you know, I've seen narcissism and, you know, we work in the media, we see egos all the time, but my goodness, I don't think I've ever seen an ego so big that you would go around handing out cookies with your own face on them. But it's not the first time we've seen this kind of thing from Harris.
Oh, no, Kamala yeah.
Oh, well, you remember her long weekend tweet, right? So it was Memorial Weekend in the US, which is meant to be commemorating the sacrifice of US soldiers and military men. And she puts up a photo of herself on Twitter with the caption, "Enjoy the long weekend. I'm sorry, it's not all about you."